Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Ooh, make you dizzy there. First and foremost, in case I don't get a chance, I want to wish everybody a happy Halloween. Is anybody dressing up for Halloween? I still have an 11-year-old and my grandson. So I take them out, and I'm a big kid at heart, so I will get a little bit of a costume. Last year I was holy shit, which was actually pretty funny. It was a brown body bag with angel wings and a halo. Henceforth, holy shit. This year I'll show you. I'm just going to be a kitty cat. Isn't that beautiful? I just love it. I want to replicate this in art one day. I'll have to figure out how to do it, but it's just gorgeous. So anyway, on with the show. So in front of you, I have an experiment I want to do. Actually, there are two experiments for me, if you think about it. One is pouring on this, a new type of pouring surface that I found, and I will explain that. And then this. This is one of those heart magnets. I have to have the back taped off. And I put on some crackle paste the other day, let it crack, and I want to try to resin over it and see what kind of an effect I can get with it. I'm thinking about putting clear over the two crackle areas and then blowing the colors onto that, but we'll see how it goes. And then this here, I don't want to pick it up because I have it leveled perfectly. I found these at Michael's. They do have them online for $3 cheaper. Plus, if you use a coupon half off, it'll cost you about $6 for 6. They're little metal signs. They're galvanized metal. They're very thin. Here, I'll try to... Oh, hell with it. I'll show you. They have their own built-in plate stand. And up here, if you don't want to use the plate stand, you can't see it right now, there's a little hook to hang it on the wall. Only thing with these are you have to bend them a little bit to get them straight. I noticed they're a little wobbly, but I think it's going to work okay. I have it taped with aluminum tape to hold the resin on the surface. And also, I would use these for projects that you do not want to tilt, because this gets very hot. It's galvanized metal, so the heat gun really heats it up good. But if you have like heat-proof gloves that you can use that the silicone would come off of, or if you don't need to do a lot of tilting, it would be fine. I don't tilt that much, so for me, it's not a big deal. So I want to try to pour on that also. Colors I'm using for the heart are going to be Sassy Red, Mother of Pearl, which makes me want to clutch my pearls. It is so beautiful. Then I have Black Cherry, which is transparent. Molten Gold. Angel White. On the round piece, I'm going to be using this is my second favorite color next to the Lucky Green. And this is one of the new Lorez colors. By the way, these are all Lorez colors that I just showed. This one is called Appetite Blue. And I just love it. So I'm thinking of using this with some of the Sassy Red, some of the gold, and maybe some of the black cherry. So let's get right on with the show. I'm all prepared tonight. Got a flame lid under my ass, and I'm ready to go. So let's see. Let me work on the round first. This way, if I do have to move it, I can let it cool for a second while I work on this, and then pick it up and tilt it around. I usually get the effects that I want using just the heat gun. So let's see here. Let's do this. Let's do some blue. And let's surround the blue with some of the red and some of the white. So I'm just going to sparingly place this in some areas and really drown it in other areas. Okay. Gonna just put some clear, because I have some clear sitting in this cup that I really don't want to leave sitting around. I just remembered that. Over this crackle paste area. Just those two areas, that's it. I'm going to kind of work side by side on both of these, most likely. When you make these hearts, it's important that you tape off that back, because if you don't, the magnet is not going to work. So tape it off. Use something to press it down really, really good. And also, when you're done, go around the edges to make sure that, I'm not done yet, I was just showing you, make sure you get those edges nice and coated. All right, so back to this here. Just going to put some white. And then let's get some gold in that piece. You know, these may be an epic fail, but you know something? For the price, you have to try it. And I know a couple of people have used them with success. So maybe it's, you know, if it ends up bowing on me or something like that, maybe it's something I need to talk to them to find out how they had them held perfectly straight while pouring. Just getting right up along the edge there. And we'll stop there. Okay. So now, just want to put in here a little more of that blue to fill in the gaps that I have. And a little dot here. And then I'll go in here with it. Right up along that edge there. Okay. That will be good over there. All right. So I'm going to, before I move this, come over here. I'm going to put down some white first, right along the edges of that crackle paste. Kind of like outline them almost. Maybe a thin line down the center. Then my red. And my other red, black cherry. I'm going to go right on top of that sassy red with it. And then some of the gold. Okay, that's it. So let's move them around now. I'm not going to torch, I'm just going to heat. That will pop the bubbles also. Get it nice and hot before you try to push the colors. I'm going to start up here at the top. And I noticed one issue right away, and that is the tape I used. And I will tell you why in a second. When I was applying this tape is extremely sticky. And I touched the edge of this with it. So now there's a sticky substance on the edge, and the resin is not sticking over there because of that. It's almost acting like silicone. And I also need to get a cup under there. But this looks beautiful. Cup, 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 where are you, cup? Bear with me 1 second, guys, sorry. Let's see if this is high enough. So yeah, this metal tape is no-no. Oops. That's too high. Let me just pause you guys for a second. Sorry, I gotta find the right kind of cup. Okay. So yeah, I touched the edge there with that foil tape, and that stuff is strong. So let me see if I pour a little red in there, if I could get it to stick. Just going right up along that edge with it. And then I'm just going to blow it around a little tiny bit. And there's a spot down here also. I'm going to leave that alone for a second, okay? Yeah, it's rejecting it again. I'm going to leave that for a second and go to the heart. All right, let's see here. Just take this and manipulate it a little bit. It's definitely changing the shape of the cells, which is pretty cool. So I'm going to leave that like that. It's actually kind of pretty. And now, this here is absolutely beautiful. I'll have to give you guys a close-up soon. But I just need to work a little bit on this area here, because I don't want to have a big red blob like that. A little more heat just in that area. There we go. So I'm just taking it nice and slow here. Trying to get to work this around the edge of the piece. Okay. I'll leave that alone. I'm going to do a little bit of gold striping in it. But before I do that, I have enough here to do another small pour. So what I'm going to do is get one of these canvases that I have. I'm going to set them up really quick, guys, and then I'll be right back. Okay, I got you kind of on an angle here. Sorry about that. See if I can move you over. I have two small canvases that I'm going to use my whatever I have left on. Before I do that, I want to do some, actually I'll do that last. I want to put my lines through the other paintings, but let me do these first before the resin gets too thick. So I have some white here. Definitely getting thick on me. What you could also do, instead of waiting for them to drizzle out like that, is get your heat gun, stick it in the cup for just a second, and it will get it flowing again. Okay. I'll let it sit right there for a second. It's going to heat up my sassy red really quick. Going to remove this. And I'm going to place that right there. And then these ones are still pretty liquidy, so I'm not going to keep the gun running for those. Just heat them up really quick. And here we go. Just put that to the side. Now I have to remember to save a little mother of pearl and a little bit of the gold to do my striping on the other pieces. You guys see that? That's a heart for you. Or your view, it's a pair of upside down boobs. Oh God, I need help. Alrighty, that's the end of that one. He is used up. So this is that black cherry. I really like this color. Especially with the gold. Oh, when it mixes with the gold, you get some fantastic effects. This is what I call a messy pour. It's where, you know, you're just using up your leftovers and you put no effort in, you just start plopping it down. Like when I did this piece, the round piece over here, you know, I strategically placed my colors where I wanted. This one is just a messy pour. Just to use up what I don't need anymore. And I'll be honest with you, a lot of times these come out the best. And that's the thing with resin, you know. You don't always get what you want. All right, so now I'm going to put some of the gold in here. And I'm going to kind of follow some of the lines that I've created here to make some kind of sense out of this mess. And the same thing over here. Alrighty, that's it for that. Let me move these two around and then we will lay down our last little colors and be done. Here. These will probably most definitely be a 2-layer piece. This one, I'm just don't even want to touch this. Let's see if I could get something on this corner here. The cells in this area are amazing. Okay, now I need to, before it gets too late, put some of that gold on these other two, and we will be done. I'll bring you in for a close-up of everything. Okay. Okay, the heart, I am not doing anything to, so let me take you out a little bit here, just so you could see what I'm doing with the gold. And again, I forgot to use the mother of pearl. I don't know why I can't remember to use that color. So I just kind of take some gold and follow some of the lines that I created to have it like just thread through the painting. If that makes sense. So what I'm going to do is save a little bit of this gold for that mother of pearl to add to the heart, I guess, because I didn't use it even. That's not very fair. You know, this here, I don't even want to touch that round. It is just so pretty. I'm looking at it and I really just don't think it needs it. So let me bring the heart into play here. And what I'll do is I'll just string the mother of pearl through it so you can see how pretty of a color it is. And we'll do this. It really is pretty. I'll put a little bit up here. Nope, don't like that. And I think that's it, guys. Okay, so here we go. First the round. Oh, look at that cool, like, right here. Those ghost cells almost. That's pretty cool. That is Res for you, those effects. There they are there too. And then over here, that's the area I did not want to disturb. Where's my finger? Right there. It's almost like a snake skin. My camera seems to be moving slow. I hope my phone doesn't die. If it dies, I'm sorry. And I want to wish you guys all a happy Halloween. Thank you for putting up with me again. These, I think, will have to be a 2-coat deal. And here is the broken heart. I may work on that a little bit more. Anyway, you've seen the gist of it, peeps. I want to wish you all a great night. If you have any questions, comments, leave them below. If you are looking to purchase Res products, the information is listed below. And if you liked my video, please subscribe, like, share, anything you can to help out this channel. I want to wish you all a great night and happy pouring. Side note, guys, for those interested, this is the brand that I use of crackle paste. And you achieve, by using this, these nice big cracks. I will show you the texture really quick. I'm going to resin the side of this piece. This is an older piece I made quite a while ago that I just never finished off. Just trying to show you how nice that stuff cracks. And this is the consistency of it. There are crackle mediums. This is not a medium, it's a paste. It's a white fluffy paste. Although it says white opaque medium. But the mediums I'm talking about are, they're clear liquidy. You paint a layer of acrylic paint, you put some of the clear liquidy crackle medium over that paint, then you let it dry, and then you paint on top of that, and supposedly it cracks. This is a paste, very thick. You put it on with a palette knife, let it dry, and it does that. None of that fancy 3-layer crap. If you want some big cracks, if you want a big crack, use golden crackle paste. Okay guys, so this is how this piece turned out. A couple of things I would do differently would be not use aluminum tape because it is so strong, the adhesive, that if you do touch the surface of what you're going to be pouring on, it tends to leave residue behind, which, as you saw, can affect the resin and make it not want to adhere. And another thing I did that I will not do again is leaving the tape on, because as you can see, I now have a ridge on this piece that I need to file down probably sand and do another clear coat over. I really should have just let it go over the edges. So, besides those two things, I really like the piece. I like the cellular activity. Sorry about that. I like how the colors go together. And yeah, I really like it. And then here are the other three pieces. These two will be 2-layer paintings. I'm going to do some more colors over the top of them. If you hear music in the background, I apologize. It's my 11-year-old. And then here is the heart, which came out pretty. You can see the crackle paste still through there. So that's my broken heart. My heart is broken because the man I've been in love with for 30 years, John Bon Jovi, refuses to acknowledge me. So that's my broken heart for him. Yeah, they got some really cool little cells going on there, but we'll do another layer on video with those. So I want to thank you guys again for watching. Have a great day, guys.